Hello, friend. It's a great pleasure to come your way this Tuesday morning. I hope you're waxing strong in spite of anything. When you live your life on a very positive note, you don't have anything to worry because your days, you'll be able to count them with a great insight. Yes, it's Tuesday, and I am delighted to welcome you to another edition of Heartbeat AM45 this morning. Happy New Month. I'm sure this is the first time we've seen for this month. How are you? Like I said, it's Tuesday and Heartbeat is because we in the studio here were ready, were full to entertain, to inform and enlighten you with issues around you. So I'm sure you stay with us and enjoy every bit of it, because starting after this moment we'll get to you with our moment of inspiration, and that will be with a motivational speaker, Nswadidemu Doko, who'll be taking you on the focus, the due process. You get to know what that is all about when he is here. On the heels of that, Middle Pages with Grace Hussein is also here to take you on what she calls the role of physiotherapy in management and prevention of low back pain. That is what you will get to know, and you will have opportunity to call in to ask your question. When that is over, on our digital corner with our specialist on marketing and branding, he'll be here to talk to you on how to maximize forms, and that will be the concluding part of that segment when it comes to you, and that will be with Press Okoye for you. Before we go on today's program of Heartbeat AM45, we also have our entertainment bit of the program, and that will be with the entertainers Kamkoda and his crew to thrill you to a session of laughter. And I hope you'll be here to enjoy every bit of it. I am your friend and uncle, Caroline too. Please stay with us. Go now.
This is where we belong. The place where life is beautiful. The peaceful ambience we enjoy when we live together in unity and love. It's only matter, you know. We go stand together, we go make up the time. We be brothers and sisters, no matter where we be. You know, it's all about, you know. That's why when we day, we are one. Let's live together in peace and harmony.
Our Bible state has truly entered its golden era. It was deliberate that we make agriculture the first letter of the Horizon Program.
To ensure food security by bringing down commodity prices, the government launched a Back to Farm initiative and also acquiring hectares of rich, fertile land across all the 31 local government areas for farming. The Arise Food Security Program was also launched to cater for the most vulnerable through the Bulk Purchase Agency.
We have also distributed seedlings and on-farm input to farmers across the state.
To take agriculture to the next level, we've commenced the technology-driven Shanghai type Igbo model farm. This will not only multiply harvest for all farmers, but also reduce your costs of operations by ensuring that nothing goes to waste.
Let's join hands in supporting this government as we build the future of our dear state together. Our RISE agenda is working.
very beautiful morning to you, beloved friends, family, loved ones. I want to specially welcome you to the very last quarter in the year 2024. I believe you are doing very well. As the Bible states in Lamentations 3 verse 22 and 23 says, it is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed. His compassion there faileth not, they are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The key word there is that every day, anytime we are opportune to see a new day, it shows that it's a privilege to start all over again. Once you wake up, irrespective of the challenges you face, the failure, the setback, it shows you that there is another opportunity to begin again. That's right. So despite whatsoever you had been through, this morning signifies that you can start it all over. My name is Nsoridim Udouko, and I'm here welcoming you to the inspirational segment of Heartbeat on AM 45. All right, this morning I'll be taking us on the subject, the due process. The due process. The due process normally it's used is a legal. In this context, we are going to talk about what it takes. I mean, the processes that that is involved in order for one to succeed or to get to his or her next phase of life. Yes, the truth about it is that every product has to go through a process for it to become a finished product. First, it has to go through a process for it to become a finished product. So that is life in reality for you. You don't just, things don't just, yes, they are things, there are some things you need to do, there are processes you need to go through for it to happen. All right, you see, we are in a time where almost everybody wants to be successful. In fact, everybody wants to be successful, but very few what successful people do. A generation where we have so much rich quick scheme. They will tell you just put so amount of money, within 2 hours you get so amount of money. In fact, you will triple it, will multiply it several times. That is a generation that we are, and so many fall victims of this. I've had issues where I just got an SMS. It said, oh, you did a so company, you have won so amount of money, why not just put a call across to so person? And I was like, did I do anything with this company? I did not. So I would not bother calling. But you see, some people fall victim. Why? They feel you can just arrive suddenly like that. There are things you need to go through before you get to a certain level. Yes, I don't dispute the fact that you can be favored. Very okay, but favor comes, maybe probably someone had seen you do one or two things. That is how the favor comes. But for you to just sit down and expect to get things from where you did not labor, and it's not correct. All right, there are some certain things I want us, when it comes to due process, like I have said in this context, it talking about lives, the process you get to in order to live a successful life. One of it is that, one of the things I want to say is that there is dignity in labor. There is dignity in labor. Labor is not a sin. Labor is not punishment. Labor is not a curse. It is never. So when as the day just break, where are you? What are you currently? I want to read briefly from the scriptures, I want to take it direct as it is stated in the New Living Translation, according to 2 Thessalonians 3:10 through 13. It says, even while we were with you, we gave you this command: those unwilling to walk will not get to eat. Yet we hear that some of you are living idle lives, refusing to walk. Have you heard? And meddling in business. We command such people and nudge them in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ to settle down and work to earn their own living. As for the rest of you, dear brothers and sisters, never get tired of doing good. So he said those unwilling to work should not eat. It is stated very clear. So you need to come, wake up and get to do something. Yes, you need to do something. Things don't just come like that. There is dignity in labor, like I had said. For example, every athlete, when the athletes get into a competition, the person may come out with maybe a gold medal, a silver medal, or a bronze medal, and you will just be happy, you will celebrate. That is the reward. That is the dignity that person gets. And you can also see with me, anything you really explain the whereabouts of it, at times you are not proud of it. Why? Probably you get it in involving yourself in fraudulent activities, so you can't really explain the source of it. So anything you can really explain how you got about it, you are proud of it. In fact, you value such things that probably you had labored, or you went through one or two things before it came. There's this value you have on that thing. But if you got it anyhow, you waste it anyhow. So please get to know that there is dignity in labor. You just, as you're waking up this morning, get out of your house, please, and find something doing. I also want to read from Ecclesiastes 9:10. It says, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might, for there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave where thou goest. See, you know, there are several people, like, they are selective of what to do. Not that they have anything that is bringing them earnings, nothing, but all they do is, I can't dirty my hands, I can't do such job. But these are the same set of people disturbing another. Send me 5k, send me 2k. I mean, an urgent, it's very urgent, and if you don't send, it's their right to, they become angry with you. But what are they doing? Nothing. Most times there are opportunities and there are privileges for them to work, but yet they are so selective. That Bible says, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do. So there are things you find to do now, you do it till you get to what you want to do. Yes, start with what you can find to do right now, as far as it is legitimate, and at the end of it you will find what you want to do or what you love to do. That is the first thing I would love to tell us. All right, the second point here is that every prize has a price. Every prize has a price. I want to quickly share a story from the scriptures in Matthew chapter 20, from verses 20 through 28. The story has it that there's this woman, a mother of the sons of Zebedee, probably the mother of James and John. The Bible states that she went and met Jesus. Immediately she met Jesus. Jesus asked her, woman, what do you want? And here her request. She told Jesus, I want my two sons to sit, one to sit at the right hand and the other to sit at the left hand. Remember, she just came. There were other disciples on ground. She came with her two sons. I want one to sit at the right hand. That is a place of honor. That is a position now. And the other to sit at the left. And Jesus asked her, will you be able to drink this bitter cup that I'm about to drink. In summary, this position you're looking for, you don't just get it. There's a process in it. There's a price that you need to pay. And they responded that they will be able to drink, despite that Jesus told them that he is not the one to decide who will sit at the right hand or at the left hand. And the other 10 disciples, when they heard this woman ask such question, they became angry. Why? We have been on ground all this while. We never thought of that. We have been the one on ground laboring. We have been the one sacrificing. Yet you just appeared. You just came. And the next thing is position. And Jesus, having heard the disciples, he now called all of them. He said, calm down. What did he tell them? He said, anybody that wants to sit there must first be a servant. That means the process is that you have to save your way to the top. You have to save your way to the top. He said anybody that wants to be the first must first be your slave. Did you know this picture most times plays in some organization? Somebody just arrived. The next notion is the position. Yes, there are position you get because of your qualification, which I don't doubt that. But in the situation where you came, there were others with that same qualification that have been doing the work. All of a sudden you want to assume a position. Once this kind of people, once peradventure they attain such position, they will mismanage anything around that place. Why? They were not schooled. They have not been through the due process. They have not been through the due process. So they will tend to make mistakes. They will make blunders. Recently, I think that was yesterday, I watched a short video clip of two young men. They went for a job interview. While getting, one was somehow feeling bossy already. While they get to the employer, two of them, one of them happened to know the owner of the company. That is the person that was the employer and actually the one to interview them. And the employer was carried away emotionally because he knew this guy, one of the guys. He knew him before now. I believe he was a schoolmate, and because of that, she was carried away. Said and told the other person, there is no other vacancy. This job has already been taken. This person is my friend. Why? She was using the notion, is my friend. That is emotions. That is not reality. Can your friend deliver? Now, as time goes, he gave this person he employed, the other person opted to become a cleaner, whereas he had the qualification. He now gave this one a job. It was about a spreadsheet for him to prepare something for her on a spreadsheet, and gave him timeline. This guy was struggling, couldn't do nothing. The time expired, and she needed this document to get to a board meeting until she returned. It was this other guy that opted to be a cleaner that overheard their conversation, and he told her, I can deliver it in 20 minutes. And the guy mounted the office and delivered it within 10 minutes. And it was done on her. That is not about relationship. This one had gone through the due process of success. He prepared himself, had the necessary qualifications, and at the end of the day, he became the manager, while the other person, the sentiment died off just within a period of time. So please, don't ever think of by cutting corners. It will not really help. The next thing that I want you to note is that to stay up, you have to grow up. To stay up, you have to grow up. I don't know if you get that statement. You see, most times all our aim is how to be on top, and you can agree with me, anything that you throw up will quickly come down. Anything you just throw up will just quickly return, but anything that grows up will stay up. When you imagine anything you plant, just at some point the growth will start and all of that, it will stay up. So that is why most times it is very, very important for us to accept to grow. Yes, in the course of growing, there are things you pass through, and it's going to help you. It's going to it will help you overcome some challenges. Remember, I love sharing stories of David. Now, the people that went to war with Goliath were unable to confront Goliath. Why? They have never had such challenge before. They have not been faced with such kind of opposition. So they were unable to defeat Goliath until David arrived. Why? He grew. He started with the sheep, took care of the sheep, and the lion and the bear came. He was able to defeat. That was why when this other opportunity came, he had the experience already. That is the reason that when you grow up, you will stay up. So please, I don't know where you are now. It may be your growth process. So keep growing, keep learning, keep building capacity, so that once you arrive at the top, you will not be found wanting. Another thing I would love to share is that regarding the due process is that there is always a seed time and a harvest time. Do you know that your future is predictable? Yes, it is in the hands of God, but it is very predictable. Why do I say that? Whatsoever you are doing today, whatsoever your day today, the summary, we are sum total of our day-to-day activities. So I believe some years ago, there's this young man where I was living before that shared a story. He said, in fact, he was just confessing. He said, I know my other brother is doing well, but they told me that I will become a very great man. Yet the other brother was in school and manning some certain positions. He was already succeeding. He said, they told me that I will become the very best. In fact, I will be greater than him. Who told you? Yet what was he doing? Drinking, womanizing, wasting his life, and now in his imagination, like one day he will just become a great man. Sir and ma, it's not possible. Your future can be predictable depending on what you are doing currently. For those for those that want to be medical doctors, they can tell you, or already medical doctor, they will tell you they didn't just assume the office. There was a seed time. They wrote JAMB, got admission, and studied some courses about chemistry, physiology, and anatomy, microbiology, several courses that built them pharmacology till they become medical doctors. So those were their seed time, and it is applicable everywhere. There is a time to sow, please. And most times the seed time is not always convenient. Yes, farmers will tell you that you need to clear the ground, you need to till, you need to plant. Even after planting, you need to water. In maybe depending on the season of the planting, you need to go time to time to check in case what you planted will attract some pest or whatsoever. You need to. So these are the processes till harvest comes. You need to keep watching. So please, I want to encourage you this morning. Get back to your drawing board. What do you think to achieve? What is your vision? What are your goals? Are you ready to go through the due process? Remember, like I had said, that to get to the top, there are things you must get to pass through. Yes, you need to pass through. Just pass through and God will always see you through. I want to believe that you have been blessed this morning, you have been inspired this morning, and I am convinced that you've made up your mind to get back to your drawing board, and I can assure you that your future is already great, about to manifest. God bless you. Please don't go anywhere, because Heartbeat has several packages that will bless your life. I remain Nsoridem Udoko.